Hi friends, this is Dr. Michelle Bengtson coming to you with another hope-filled perspective. It's a beautiful day here today, and I thought it was a perfect time to share my thoughts with you. Today's hope-filled perspective comes to you with some thoughts that I have about the fact that there is no shame in needing help. Yesterday, I needed to seek some medical attention, and many of you were gracious enough to pray me through that situation. And you know, I almost did a Facebook Live from the medical center, but I decided you really didn't need to see me in a medical gown, so I decided to hold off on that. But I thought about it while I was there and getting lab work done and having x-rays done. And you know, I waited several days as the pain intensified and increased and just got worse and worse and worse, and I finally got to the point where I couldn't stand the pain anymore, and I needed help. The things that I was trying were not helping. The pain was not getting any better, and you know, even as a doctor, I didn't have all the answers that I needed, and so it was time to seek another's opinion. So we went to the medical center to try to get some help. And as I was there, I thought about how interesting it is that for the most part, we don't have any problem going to the doctor to get help when there is something wrong with our physical bodies, when we are hurt physically, when we're ill physically. We don't have a problem going to the doctor. You know, when we have the flu or bronchitis or pneumonia, or we've been in an accident and we are physically injured, we don't have a problem going to the doctor and asking for help. And that's where I was. That was the situation I was in. And I had done everything I could do and finally decided, you know, I need the doctor's opinion on what's going on and what can I do about it. But while I was there, I was thinking about the fact that, you know, I talk a lot about mental health issues. I talk about depression and anxiety and anger and low self-esteem. And I think about how there's so much shame associated with those issues. And recently we've been talking about how those issues still exist even within the church. And even within the church and the Christian community, there is still so much shame associated with depression and anxiety and worry and fear and bipolar disorder and all those things. And I think about, why is that? Why is it that there is so much difficulty in reaching out and saying, you know what, I think that I might be struggling with depression or anxiety and I need help. I need to see a counselor or a doctor, a psychiatrist, or in my case, I'm a neuropsychologist. Why is that so difficult when we're willing to get help for a medical condition? Because even emotional conditions like depression, those are medical conditions and they're equally as valid. Yes, they're mental and they're emotional, but our brain is our biggest organ. They're not in your head in that they're not made up. They are real. There are neurotransmitters in your brain that affect your emotional functioning. You're not making them up. They're not something that you just want to have. And so if I can encourage you today and tell you, there's no shame in asking for help for emotional or mental difficulties. That shame, that guilt, that embarrassment does not come from your Heavenly Father. That comes from the enemy of your soul. In fact, it takes a lot of courage to say, I need help. Yesterday, I was in a situation where I couldn't take the pain anymore. And I finally had to say, I need help. So I want to encourage you that if you are dealing with one of those, I'm going to call them invisible illnesses, in that they're real, but we can't see them like we can see a broken arm or a broken leg. If you're dealing with that, can I encourage you that there is no shame in needing help? Please reach out. See your physician. See a therapist. Talk to your pastor or a mentor. Please get help, just like I did yesterday. There is no shame, and we are better together. That is your hope-filled perspective this Friday. I pray that it blesses you and encourages you. I am praying for you. I pray that you will be encouraged.